Former President Donald Trump held a rally in Washington, D.C. on January 19, 2025, marking his return to the political stage after his recent election victory. The rally, attended by a sizable crowd of supporters, saw Trump revisit familiar themes and rhetoric that characterized his previous campaigns and presidency. Throughout the event, Trump made a series of claims about his recent election win, the 2020 election, immigration, and other policy areas. These pronouncements, however, have drawn scrutiny for their accuracy. This report examines some of the key claims made by Trump at the rally, evaluating their veracity against established facts and evidence. Trump's return to the political spotlight comes as the nation grapples with deep political divisions. His rhetoric, often characterized by bold claims and sharp attacks on opponents, has resonated with a segment of the population while drawing criticism from others. The rally served as a platform for Trump to reassert his influence and set the tone for his upcoming term. One of the most notable claims made by Trump at the rally centered on his margin of victory in Florida during the 2024 election. While accurately stating his 13-point win in the state, Trump falsely asserted that no other presidential candidate had ever achieved such a margin. This claim is demonstrably false. Historical election data confirms that several past presidents, including Richard Nixon in 1972, Ronald Reagan in 1980 and 1984, and George H.W. Bush in 1988, all surpassed a 13-point margin in Florida. Trump's statement, therefore, lacks factual basis. Beyond the Florida claim, Trump also revived his unsubstantiated allegations of a rigged 2020 election, a claim he has repeatedly made since his defeat to Joe Biden. This assertion, however, has been consistently debunked by election officials, courts, and independent fact-checkers. Numerous lawsuits challenging the 2020 election results were dismissed, including by judges appointed by Trump himself. There is no credible evidence to support the notion of widespread voter fraud or systemic irregularities that would have altered the outcome of the election. Immigration, a recurring theme in Trump's political rhetoric, was once again a focal point at the rally. Trump presented a chart on migration that he claimed showed historically low levels of illegal immigration at the end of his 2021 term. This claim, however, is misleading and relies on a misrepresentation of the data presented. The chart actually highlights April 2020, a period when migration was abnormally low due to the COVID-19 pandemic and related border restrictions. Following this dip, migration numbers rose throughout Trump's presidency. Further fueling his immigration narrative, Trump repeated unsubstantiated claims about foreign countries, specifically mentioning the Democratic Republic of Congo, emptying their prisons and sending criminals to the U.S. This assertion has been debunked by experts and both Congolese governments. There is no evidence to support the idea of a coordinated effort by foreign governments to send criminals to the U.S. Such claims play into xenophobic fears and lack any basis in reality. Trump's rally pronouncements extended beyond election and immigration matters, encompassing a range of policy areas. One such claim involved his assertion of winning the youth vote by a significant margin in the 2024 election. Trump declared a 36-point victory among young voters, a figure not supported by available data. Exit polls indicate that while there might have been a shift in voter preferences among some demographics, Trump's claim of a 36-point dominance among young voters is inaccurate. Another exaggeration made by Trump involved his characterization of small business optimism following the 2024 election. While acknowledging an increase in optimism, Trump inflated the extent of this increase, misrepresenting data from the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index. He cited a 39-year high in optimism, a figure not reflected in the index's historical data. The actual increase, while notable, was more modest than Trump portrayed. Throughout his rally, Trump employed a rhetorical style marked by bold claims, often lacking in factual support. These pronouncements, while resonating with his base, underscore the importance of critical thinking and fact-checking in the face of political rhetoric. As Trump re-enters the political arena, it remains crucial to assess his claims against verifiable evidence.